Hello, Gaurav. Happy to see these new essays from you. Let's get straight into your correction. Okay, it's the traditional schooling one. Let's see what you had to say. Let's see. Education system is of greater importance in shaping a person's life since one of the primary objectives is to be a guide for an individual's career. All right, grammar issues in this sentence, a few of them. So this should be the education system is of great importance, without and without the ER, in shaping a person's life, no comma, since one of the primary objectives is to be a guide for an individual's career. Although ancient teaching methods with an S have proved to be effective for a child's intelligence, you didn't need the nonetheless since you put the although here. Older methodology has to adapt as per the current generation. This essay will demonstrate why newer methods of education are counterproductive for a child in current and future generations. Okay, fine. In today's world, various countries had the conventional teaching method. But you can't say had, it would be have, because it's today's world. It wasn't like the world of 20 years ago, so this should be present tense. So let's try it again. In today's world, various countries have conventional teaching methods. It's not just one, so just make it plural. However, evolution has started in many countries to be creative as students have shown better results. Okay, you didn't mean evolution here. You mean something else. Okay, you mean a different word here. I just can't really think of what it is right now. I think you need something like it has evolved, or education has evolved as students who develop creativity have shown better results, something like that. But the point is that this whole section of the sentence is off. It's difficult to follow, and I'm sitting here struggling to rephrase it. So that's something that you need to revise. Okay, various root cause has been drawn, such as child's mindset are set off by blackboard or interest or various interests. Okay, you really, I'm sorry to say this, but you really kind of lost me here. I don't know what's happening. Various root causes have been considered, such as the fact that a child's mind is, I don't know what you mean by set off by the blackboard. Yeah, I don't understand this example about the infants at all. I mean, we're talking about school and suddenly you're talking about infants. So I'm really, really confused, okay? So, for example, pupils have shown huge interest in maths when taught with examples of sport or history taught in the film. It is widely visible that creative learning is influencing the teenager over conservative studying. Okay, like I said, I didn't really understand the development of this paragraph. You're talking about children, you're talking about infants, you're talking about teenagers, and I'm not sure what you're trying to say, because it's partially because of the grammar. I mean, when the grammar is not clear, then it's very easy for the message to get lost. So I really would like you to revise quite a bit of this paragraph, okay? I think a lot of it needs to be reworked. All right, moving on. It is an undebated fact that orthodox methods of teaching are weakening the society by getting it rotten. By making it rotten. All right, that's an interesting expression. Let's see what you mean. Researchers have concluded schooling comparative to experimentation, visualization, and dramatization, among other suggestions. All right, again, I don't understand this. What do you mean comparative? It's some of the language you're using. It's just not making your meaning clear. Researchers have concluded schooling comparative to, okay, among other suggestions have greater impact on the pupil's mind. Yes, I don't understand what you're trying to say. Not only has the documentaries, not only have, with a V-E, have the documentaries, as an example, are being watched by teenagers, okay, for the purpose of learning, but also it has been the topic of many case studies of research. All right, let me try to read this again. I'm just going to read it silently to myself for a second while I try to, my head's or tails out of it. All right, no, I don't understand. I mean, apparently this paragraph is supposed to be talking about traditional education making, doing more harm than good. But suddenly you're talking about documentaries and, you know, you're talking about experimentation. I don't know what's going on in this paragraph. Even if orthodox methods are less preferred, it is still even if orthodox methods are less preferred, they still tend to show better results. However, preference has direct proportion on the proportion effect of the. Alright, I'm still lost. However, preference has a direct proportional effect on the educational style to be better. Okay, to summarize, it can clearly be seen that long-established method has provided great scholars. It is sad to observe the slow death of the older methods. All right, let's fix this a little bit. To summarize, it can clearly be seen that long-established methods have provided great scholars. Full stop. It is sad to observe the slow death of older methods. Furthermore, the newer methods are enriching society with multi-talented scholarship, which is the need of the future. Okay, I'm sorry. Here you see it's sad that the older ways are dying. Here you say that the new ways are enriching society. So I'm fairly confused about this essay. I have to be totally honest with you. I think that I'd actually like to see a lot of this essay rewritten because I was pretty much confused in a lot of places. So, I don't know if it's the grammar, if it's the vocabulary, or it's just the development, but for me there were a number of problems that made it really difficult to read, okay? So I'd like you to work on it a little more again. Alright, let's look at the restaurant essay, the letter. Dear Sir, Madam, I am writing this letter to express my dissatisfaction towards the customer service experience by your hotel staff on this date. My office staff, some customers of our company, including me, had visited the restaurant for a nice dinner. As the waiter came to our table, we were discussing the various selections to order. In the confusion, he noted down, not with has, the wrong order and passed it on to your cooking staff. On serving, we noticed with a D that one of the dishes was interchanged. We asked it to be replaced with the dish ordered, ed. Instead, full stop. Okay? Here. Instead, comma, the staff was rude and said that the order replacement was not possible and would charge for both dishes. Since we were on a visit with our clients, we were uninterested to discuss such a petty issue in front of them. Okay, you just have clients again, so just say them. I hope you understand that this was inappropriate behavior. No, Anne. I have been B-E-E-N visiting for your restaurant for the year. You need to say where you've been visiting for the last 3 years and have never seen this kind of behavior. Hopefully, this issue will be sorted out with your staff, and I expect that behavior with customers will be polite or something like that. Nevertheless, it does leave a bad impression with customers. I don't know what this means here. I had visited. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this means. Nevertheless, it leaves a bad impression with customers. I would get rid of this. Just drop it because I don't understand what you're trying to say. A strict action is expected to be taken, and as it will be a lesson too for the staff, I will wait for your reply of the action taken against the staff. Okay, yours faithfully, George. Now, obviously, if you're writing a formal letter, you're going to use your first and last name, so don't just sign off with your first name, okay? Alrighty, so that's the end of this video correction. I found a number of errors, a number of problems primarily with your task 2, but even your task 1 had a couple of areas that were a little confusing. So do what you can to improve, especially the task 2. I'd like to look at it again in a new form. Okay, so best of luck. Keep on writing. I know there's sometimes some bumps in the road with IELTS preparation, but I'm sure you can handle it. So best of luck. Keep on writing, and I will be waiting for your next essays.